Lesson 9.3 is all about rotations. You will need a protractor, and it really helps if your protractor has a ruler on one side like this one does. To rotate this shape 45 degrees about point A, every one of these vertices is going to rotate 45 degrees. So the first step is to find the distance between A and R. So first I'm going to draw a line connecting A and R, and I'm going to use my ruler to measure it. And when I measure it, I see it's about 5/8 of an inch long. So what I'm going to do is this point is going to be the middle of my angle, since that's what I'm rotating it about. And I'm going to line up my protractor like this, and I'm going to find 45 degrees along my protractor, and I'm going to put a little pencil mark. I'm going to turn it so that I can sketch out very lightly an angle. That angle right there is 45 degrees, but I need to know how far out I need to put my R. So that's where measuring it comes in handy. It's 5/8 of an inch. So we'll put R prime right there. I can erase the rest of this line now that I know where R prime is. And from there, we're going to do that same thing with S, T, and V. So sketch a little line so that you can measure the length of SA, and it's about 1.5 inches. So again, use your protractor from SA, and you can see how this 0 lines up along SA. Find 45 degrees, it's about right here. And remember how long SA was? It was 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches. Line it up. Half. 1.5. Here is my new S. So I'm going to erase this just so I can see. Okay, we're going to do that with T. Sketch a line. Let's measure TA. TA is about 1 7/8 inches. So I'm going to use A as my center of the angle for TA. Line it up. 45 degrees is right about here. So remember, it was 1 7/8. So if I sketch my line, I'm going to measure 1 7/8 right there. So let's erase the rest of it. Okay, last point is V. I'm going to do the same thing. Sketch a line for the base of my angle. And let's measure it. It's about 1 3/8. So let's find 45 degrees. 45 is right about here. So sketch my little line, and now I need to measure 1 3/8 along that line, and it's right about here. Erase everything past it. And then I'm going to use my green pen just to draw the lines. And you'll see this whole shape, it hasn't changed size, it's the same exact size, it's just rotated 45 degrees about this point. Okay, that's what RSTV looks like. Alright, number 2, go ahead and sketch your triangle. -2, -1, -1, 1, and 1, -1. You have this nice little triangle. And you're going to rotate it about G, which is -4, -2. Here's G. So very similarly how we did example 1, we're going to use our protractor again. So we're going to sketch a little line for DG, and it is 5/16 of an inch. So I'm going to use this, and I need to find 115 degrees, way out here. So there's my 115, and remember it was how many 16ths? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is when precision matters. Okay, erase the rest of that. It's important to use pencil, obviously. Okay, let's find F. Let's measure this line. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/8 of an inch long. So let's find 115 degrees. And if you can't see what I'm doing over here, let's do this so you can see. 115 is right here. And let's measure. Right about there. F prime, and let's do E. Five-eighths. Let's measure the angle. And let's put it over here on our graph, 5/8. And it is okay that our points are not exactly on the coordinate plane. Sketch out our triangle. There's our new triangle. Rotate it around about 115 degrees. Okay, turn over. Last one. Hexagon. Whatever. The image of point T. This point right here. So T is a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Now remember, 90 degrees. What does that mean? Remember, if you're rotating it, it's right now in the first quadrant, it's going to be over here in the second quadrant. So if you're rotating it 90 degrees, there is a rule. Your point, what happens to it is the y and the x not only switch places, but the y becomes negative. So this point T will become -3, 5. So let's plot that and see if that's true. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's T prime. Let's see, if I were to make this an angle with the origin, if I were to draw 90 degrees, hey, it goes right through there. That's how they came up with that. Okay, concept summary at the bottom. Get familiar with that.